This time around, we're going to learn all about Azure AD Cloud Sync. What is it? How does it work? And how you can deploy it the easy way. Let's take a look. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. How are you? Welcome back to the channel. So nice to see you all again. This time we're coming right up to date. I'm going to take a look at Azure AD Cloud Sync, the replacement feature for Azure AD Connect. Now, Azure AD Connect has had a long life. It was formerly known as Azure AD Sync and, of course, Dirsync back in the day. But the fact is, it's a bit of a fat beast in terms of a product, having to deploy it on premises. So we're now going with a very, very lightweight, simple, agent-based solution. So you basically deploy the agent on a server and you manage everything in Azure AD. But how does it work? Well, I figured the best way to do that is to give you a demo. Now, if you've not subscribed to the channel before, we love subscribers here. So go ahead and click on that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you won't miss out on any of my tutorials in the future. And as always, if you've got any questions, comments, feedback about this or any of my other sessions, I love to get those questions below. All right, and I just want to say a huge thank you, by the way, for everybody who's subscribed to the channel so far. I really do appreciate it. My target at the moment is getting to that 10,000, and we're getting there. We're getting there. So with your help, we'll get there even faster. All right, so I think without any more jibber jabber, I think it's about time we got into some demos. So let's have a look at how to deploy Azure AD Cloud Sync. Right, I'm starting off my demo here in Azure Active Directory. Just before I do anything, I just want to show you the prerequisites of what I've gone ahead and done. I've got some users here in my portal, and I'm going to be syncing these into Azure Active Directory. I've gone ahead and I've updated the UPNs, so I'm using a lab ID here. This is my external lab ID. So I've gone ahead and done that, and I've also added the domain name into Active Directory domains and trusts. Now, there is one other little thing that you definitely want to probably go ahead and do. And for that, I'm just going to come into the tools and I'm going to go into Active Directory Admin Center here. Now, here in the Admin Center, a lot of people forget this, but again, I've said this before, but definitely this is something you need to switch on. So I'm going to go into my local admin center, and you can see it says enable recycle bin. This is so important because in a hybrid scenario, Active Directory remains the source of authority. So you delete users from here, and in turn it will delete them from the cloud. Now, when you delete them from the cloud, of course, they go into a recycle bin. But unless you've got the actual recycle bin switched on here, then they're going to go nowhere. So this is an irreversible action. So yes, I want to go ahead and switch this on and click OK. So that's that done now. My recycle bin is enabled. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my portal, and here in Azure AD, I'm going to come in to Azure AD Connect. Now, you can provision Active Directory or provision from Azure Active Directory by using either the Cloud Sync tool here or, of course, the traditional Azure AD Connect tool. We can also do something called a staged rollout, cloud authentication. And that's something I'm going to look at in a future video. So today what we're going to do is, rather than deploying that big fat piece of software known as Azure AD Connect, we're going to deploy a very, very simple, lightweight agent. So one of the first things that we do is we go ahead and we deploy this agent. So I'm going to open the file, and I'm going to agree to the license. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on install, and this now installs the provisioning agent. So I'm just going to minimize this so we can see it. All right, so you can see it's now installed. So I'm going to just go, it looks very, very similar to Azure AD Connect. Tells you any kind of prerequisites that you need to do. So I'm just going to go ahead, click on next. And one of the first things, of course, we need to do is we need to go ahead and we need to authenticate. So I'm going to put in my global admin details here. I'm also going to go ahead and put my password in. And it now asks me to authenticate and connect with my domain. Now you'll notice here that it's actually gone ahead and do I want to create a custom domain? So yes, I do. So I'm going to go ahead and put my administrator for my local domain in here. And that's pretty much it. So basically it's two sides. So we've now authenticated into the cloud and we've authenticated into Azure Active Directory. I'm going to click on next and I'm going to confirm that. Okay, so the agent's finished. So there we go. I now just click on exit and that's it. So I close that and there is nothing else to do. So now what I need to do is I'm going to just flip back to my portal and I'm done with this now. So my agent is now in and my agent, I'm just going to refresh this page. All right, so again, I've now installed it. It just takes a few moments just to refresh, okay? And I'm now going to go ahead and create a configuration. So now it says which directory. So you can see it's automatically picked up a datum. And I want to enable password hash sync. Now, please note that one of the issues that this has is that you can't do things like single sign-on. So things like PTA, if you've got a complex scenario, you're still going to want to take a look at Azure AD Connect. But for many companies, this is going to be a really nice, easy to use feature. So I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to accept that. It will go off and it will configure that for me. Now, occasionally you'll get error messages like this. So if you've got things like any custom attributes configured, you'll need to go and you'll need to map those. All right. So you can see you can do that in the edit attribute mapping screen. So if you've got additional elements or additional attributes that you want to bring across, then you'll need to do that. Okay. So now you can see I'm now ready to configure. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on edit the filters. So what do I want to bring across? Do I want to bring across all users, specific security groups, or specific organizational units? Now, if you click on organizational units, again, you'll need to provide the LDAP name here for that. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say I want to just go ahead and bring in all users. Now, do you want to manage the attributes? So again, if you do get errors or you need to manually map attributes, then you can click onto the edit these settings. And this will take you into the attribute mapping. So these are, of course, it's a database. So Active Directory is a database. And essentially what you're doing when you connect, it's basically pulling those objects along with their attributes across. Now, by default, it brings a subset of the attributes in. But if you've got any custom attributes or anything that you want to bring in, you can go in here, you can edit this, and you can then pull them over if you want to. So you can see they come in three flavors. You've got users, you've got groups, and you've also got contacts here. And if I, for example, come into users here, you can see that we've got a standard attribute, for example, for city. I can click onto this attribute and I can do that. Now, this obviously replaces the attribute editing tool that came with Azure AD Connect. So again, this is a more advanced feature, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and do an additional session on this next time around. All right, so that is just a little bit about those attributes. Again, be very careful with these and watch that you don't make any errors, because again, you could have issues. All right, so I've done that. I've enabled password hash sync. Am I ready to go? Yes, I am. So I'm now going to go ahead and click on create. And this will now go off and it will now start pulling those objects along with my users across. Okay, now if you want to validate your users, then you can go ahead and do that. That just makes sure that you don't make any errors. So you can put in a test user there if you want to. Now, if you want to put in an admin email here, so this will notify you of any potential issues with the sync. You can do that, and you can also set a maximum number there. And then when you're ready, I can go ahead and I can click on enable, and this will now enable this deployment. And I can go ahead and click on save. Am I sure? Absolutely, I'm sure. So off it goes, and this will now start syncing my users. Okay. Now you can see Cloud Sync configuration says it's done. So again, if I go back to Azure AD Connect, and you can see that the connector is healthy, I can go in and review the agents. I can also go in and have a look at the logs. So if I go into the logs here, you can see that I can again just refresh this page, and those logs will start appearing once my users have started syncing. Now, just one thing actually, you will notice, by the way, that you can have multiple agents. So for redundancy purposes, or if you're a very large organization, you can actually deploy these very lightweight agents to manage your users and so on. And that's it. I mean, that's really all there is to Azure AD Cloud Sync. Again, it's not perfect. It doesn't do full single sign-on. It doesn't do pass-through authentication. It can't connect to things like ADFS. But it's definitely a sign of things to come. Now, if I click into my users, there you go. If I just refresh the page, you'll start seeing now that some of these users are starting to come in. So if I just go, again, I can go into Microsoft 365, I can come up to users, and it can take a few minutes for it to come in, but eventually they will come in. Now, just again, one thing just to mention, when you start syncing the users, they are not licensed. So you will need to obviously license these users. So just be aware of that. Okay. So we're just waiting for this to start syncing. And we can just go back in here. So let's go back into Azure AD Connect. And again, you can force a sync as well. So you can use PowerShell, and you can also use the UI as well. So again, we just simply go back into Cloud Sync, and again, the status is healthy. So that shows me that everything is good. Again, I'm just going to refresh that. You can go in and you can review the agents. So again, it shows me that the agent is active on that server. So it's looking good. All right. So again, I'm just going to flip back to my users. Okay, so now we can see that our users have come in. You'll notice that they're unlicensed. So one of the things that you will definitely want to do now is you'll definitely want to go in and give them a license. So I'm just going to pop into Abby here. And again, very important, choose the location where you want the user to be. I'm going to give her an EM&S license, as well as a Microsoft E5 license, and I'm going to give her a Windows 10 and 11 license as well. So there we go. I have now gone ahead and I've successfully added in and synced in my users using Azure AD Cloud Sync, and I've licensed all my users. And yes, Microsoft, I'm very satisfied with that. So there you have it, Azure AD Cloud Sync, really important component and comes part of Azure Active Directory. And that, of course, will eventually replace the Azure AD Connect tool. Now, if you've not subscribed to the channel, we love subscribers. Go ahead, click on that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you won't miss out on the good stuff in the future. And comments, questions about the session or any of my other sessions, please just get them down below there. All right, well, that's it for today. Thanks so much for dropping by, and you stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hey, thanks so much for dropping by today. Here's a couple of videos that you may enjoy, and while you're here, go ahead, click on the subscribe button and you won't miss out.